Alright guys, we are back here with some more Transformers news. Now, we haven't taken a look at Beast Wars Megatron in quite a while. I believe the last time we looked at him, we just had a few photos of his gray prototype at some Tokyo or toy show, I believe. But obviously some time has passed, and we are now seeing some final production photos, or some final stock photos from Takara here of hopefully what the final product will look like. Overall, I think he looks fantastic. He looks like, for the most part, what he did in the show. I have a few issues with the head, maybe. Just something is slightly off to me, but I can't put my face on it, or put my finger on it. Something about the face, I believe. Maybe it's just something that can't really be captured in real life. That is obviously something in the show. But overall, he looks great. I think my major complaint about him is how, and you can see this in the close-ups of the T-Rex head, is obviously he's cast in this purple plastic, but it looks like they have like that printed paint technique that they used on Optimus Primal and Cheetor. It looks like he has that on him, but only in certain areas. It seems that, especially where there's like hard edges and stuff like that, it seems like they've chosen not to apply that printed texture technique to those areas. So it just kind of makes it look like those areas have been worn off. Which is obviously something, not necessarily something you want to see in, like a brand new figure that already looks worn, unless that's, what they're going for, like a battle damaged look or something. But obviously this is supposed to be, a pristine, show accurate looking Megatron. From a distance it looks fine, you don't even notice the texture. But very close up you can see it, and it does look like maybe the texture has been worn off in certain areas. Hopefully he looks fine in hand, but yeah, I'm sure on a shelf he'll look perfectly perfect. We have gotten some price details on him since we last took a look. He will be going for $330 American or $440 Canadian, which is very expensive. Apparently he's going to be like the most expensive and the largest masterpiece figure to date, which I'm hoping he sells well. Otherwise this could be very bad for the masterpiece Beast Wars line. It could de-incentivize, I guess, Takara to do more masterpieces if this one completely fails. Especially, more Predacons at least, because he is the first Predacon, if you don't count Dinobot, I guess. But yeah, like $300 or $400, that's kind of like the price of like a Nintendo Switch or an Xbox or PlayStation 4. Basically any modern video game console. It kind of puts things into some perspective. Like, how much enjoyment are you going to get out of this one toy versus an entirely new console? I do feel like the base that he's included with, which it looks like it's the same base that Dinobot will be coming with, I feel like they don't need to include that. Like, he can stand perfectly fine on his own. Optimus Primal didn't come with a base, and he had a flight mode. But I believe that the base could be a contributing factor to his overall price. I don't know how much they could cut out by cutting out the base, but hopefully if they do a T-Rex repaint of him, hopefully it does not come with the base, because if they do this obscure repaint, I don't think he's going to sell as well if he costs as much as the original. But overall, I think he looks great. It's a shame that he doesn't come out sooner, because obviously getting this one signed by David Kaye, who will be at TFcon Toronto next week, would be fantastic. But unfortunately, I guess we'll have to wait for that. But that's going to be it for me for now on Master Beast Wars Megatron. Yes.